Welcome back. New tonight, a Maryland judge is giving the Trump administration now more time to show what it is doing to facilitate the return of Kilmar Abrego Garcia from prison in El Salvador. Lawyers for the mistakenly deported man say the government has dragged its feet on this, and the judge just yesterday slammed the government for failing to provide answers. WJZ investigator Mike Helgren digging deeper into the very latest tonight.
A small win for the government. The Maryland judge hearing this case agreed to halt all questioning for 1 week. She did not give a detailed explanation as to why. Harsh words in this order from Maryland federal judge Paula Zinnes to the Trump administration. The judge writing, defendants have failed to respond in good faith, and their refusal to do so can only be viewed as willful and intentional noncompliance. And now, under seal, the government is asking for more time, 7 days, to provide answers into why Kilmar Abrego Garcia was detained in Maryland last month and who ordered him sent to the notorious Seacoast prison in El Salvador, despite a 2019 court order barring his deportation there. Abrego Garcia's attorneys are opposing the request. Judge Zinnes agreed with the government and ordered a halt to the discovery process until April 30th.
This is a case about due process, and it's just a case about, are we going to follow the Constitution or not? Are we going to bring him back to make sure he stands trial and has a judge determine whether or not a law was broken, and if a law was broken, then make sure there is accountability. But I believe in due process, and I believe in the Constitution.
Border Czar Tom Homan disagrees that Abrego Garcia did not receive due process, even though he was deported in defiance of a court order, and the government admitted in court it was a mistake.
He's home. He's a citizen of El Salvador, a native El Salvador, who had due process, despite what you're hearing, been ordered removed by 2 separate immigration judges. The best that could happen for him, if he actually gave back to the United States, he would be detained and removed again.
The Trump administration has accused Abrego Garcia of being a member of the violent MS-13 gang, but Judge Zinnes found they have not provided any concrete evidence of gang involvement. Those allegations stem from an informant after Abrego Garcia's arrest 6 years ago in Hyattsville. In a new statement, Hyattsville police say at no time did any member of the HPD identify or file any reports classifying Abrego Garcia as a member of any gang. Governor Moore says he has no plans to travel to El Salvador like Senator Van Hollen. In your corner downtown, Mike Helgren, WJZ.
All right, Mike, thank you.